IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. This is live and direct on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM in Biafra land, live and direct on Enter Biafra Channel 1 and Channel 2, live and direct on IPOB autopilot platforms, media platforms, different media platform, social media, live and direct on Biafra YouTube channel, live and direct on Enter Biafra Twitter, my personal page, live and direct on Twitch. We are connected to different platforms and live on Enter Biafra live streaming app in iOS and in Android. We have 136 days to Biafra. I've come today to continue. I'm sorry that I'm coming late. It is better that I come late that I didn't come. You all will understand that we have entered a different dimension in this Biafra liberation. And as the time permits us, we will be coming live. I want Biafrans to understand today some of the things that we are going to achieve, some of the consequences to the corrupt politicians from Biafra that have been representing Biafra people in the Nigeria evil establishment. The broadcast today is going to be a little bit different. I am not here to give you the normal exposition because of the time I have come, but I am going to make some kind of explanation on some certain steps we are taking. If you do not know why we are taking certain steps, you are going to know some of them this evening. I told you all that the template we are going to use, or the template we are using to get Biafra, is not something that will be made, or is something that we are going to explain to you in one day. We are going to be explaining it a bit by bit. When we explain one step, we will continue to explain it until it is sink into your head. And then we'll go to the next step. So today, I have come to continue to let you understand what we are going to achieve by making sure that we don't allow Nigeria to conduct election in Biafra territory. I want you to understand that this is your right. You must stand on this right. I want you to understand that you are fighting for your freedom. You must not look face. You must be ready to step on toes. You must be ready to step on toes. You must be ready to anger many people. But what matters the most is that those people you step on their toes will get angry for stepping on their toes. And they are going to get mad at you at that particular point in time. But at the end, they will come back to you and tell you, you know, I must say that you stepped on my toe, but you were right. That is what matters. What matters is not your enjoyment today. What matters is not what you enjoy today. What matters is what you enjoy in the future, and it is going to last. It is going to be that you are in the right path. It does not matter what people are saying about you today. It does not matter how they blackmail you today. But what matters is how the people that blackmail you today will regard you tomorrow. What matters is not to fight for your image today, but what matters is those who fight your image, how will they align with your image tomorrow? I want every autopiloted IPOB members today to remain very resolute on this path that we have chosen, irrespective of any blackmail that is coming your way. Stand firm. I want to tell you tonight that will continue to separate the chaff from the wheat. Even in auto-piloted IPOB, there are still people who fall by the roadside. I tell you today that when you hear consistency is the key, it's just an understatement. We must not disappoint Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. We must not disappoint those whom their spirit have possessed us to fight for this particular freedom. I want to assure Biafrans today, anything that has to do with Ekpa, go and sleep. I will be the last person that will betray Biafra. I will be the last person that will change my stand. Last person that will change my stand. And I know that 80 million Biafrans will stand by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. We stand by me and Umuada. We stand by Autopilot Media Team. We'll stand by different committees we are setting up and those who have set it up. We'll stand by the Biafra government in exile for some certain circumstances. They are yet to address Biafrans, and I hope that will happen very soon. Some of you may be wondering why I must sounding this deep. I'm sounding this deep because it has been a very long day. But let me tell you, you have not seen the best of Simon Ekpa. And I can't wait to show madness to those who think that they have monopoly of violence. I can't wait to show those who think that they have it all. I can't wait for God to use me to do something. And those of you who will come to the program to start proofreading my statement, you can proofread it. At the end of the day, when I ask you to sit down, you will sit down. Those of you who will come to repeat, we set it up, fake lawyer, you will write it again, we set it up, you will write it again. At the end of the day, you are going to shamelessly enter Biafra when we restore Biafra, and I will be part of it next year. Those of you shameless idiots that all you do is to come and watch somebody who you think he has nothing to offer. You will shamelessly enter Biafra when we restore Biafra in 2023. And I will play a major role in doing that. Now, I want to explain to Biafra people what we intend to do with our no election. First of all, let me explain what it means or the difference between boycotting election and no election. There are two different things. In the past, IPOB, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have always called for boycott of election. Boycotting of election is completely different from what we are calling today. Boycotting of election means that you are calling those who are loyal to you, you are calling those who believe in Biafra not to participate in election in Biafra land. And of course, in anywhere they are. So what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done in the past is calling for the boycott of election. And because calling for the boycott of election is completely a different thing, that is why sometimes he was persuaded by those who surrounded him to call it off. So calling the boycott of election, calling off the boycott of election, or allowing the boycott of election does not change anything. But it is the preparation that have catapulted us to what we are going to do in 2023. For the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always called for the boycott of election, it was not really to boycott the election. Because even if you boycott the election, it wouldn't change anything. Just likewise, he always called off the boycott of election. It also did not change anything. But what is going to change something is this no election. And it was designed by the Most High. Many years of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu calling for the boycott of election has prepared our people to what you see today. Those who are doubting our resolve are those one Nigerianists who will always make references to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said in the past. That boycotting of election, and at the same time calling off the boycotting of election. That is to tell you that this particular Biafra freedom from Nigeria is a divine project. It's a divine project in the sense that everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has done in the past has prepared the ground for what we are going to do next year. And it has prepared the ground for what we are doing today. So, boycotting of election is asking people not to participate in the election. Those who believe in your ideology. And it does not stop people in Biafra land who does not believe in your ideology to go and exercise their voting right. But what we are going to do next year is not boycotting of election. What we are going to do next year is because we have succeeded in getting the majority of Biafra, up to 99% of Biafra people, to believe that Biafra is the we have. So we have now this majority of Biafra will make sure that they don't allow Nigeria to conduct election in Biafra land. So it is not issue of boycotting, because when you say boycotting, you are still giving the opportunity for the INEC to come to Biafra land and sit and wait for voters to come. When we say we are not going to allow election, means that we will never allow any INEC official anywhere in Biafra territory. We are going to allow observers to come. And they can come to Biafra land. I will guarantee their safety. The international observers from the US, if their embassies will allow them to come and not just sitting in Abuja and monitoring from the screen, they are welcome to Biafra territory. The international observers from Europe, not just going to Abuja and sit in Abuja and say they are observing election. They are welcome to Biafra territory. The observers from the United Nations that want to observe Nigeria election, they are welcome to Biafra territory. We are going to welcome them. The reason why we are going to welcome these observers who will come to Nigeria to observe election is that they have to come to land and witness how Biafra will successfully stop Nigeria from conducting election in Biafra territory. We want them to come. They are going to witness this themselves, and they are going to take this message of what they are going to see back to their various countries, back to their various organizations where they come from. That is the reason we are making these clarifications, and we continue to create this awareness, the importance of these observers to come, and they are going to be welcome in Biafra territory, and we will guarantee safety. they will take the report back to their home countries. Not even taking the report back. They will be making calls, calling their various countries that Biafra is ready to leave Nigeria. And that's what we are going to do. I want all of you to understand today that indeed Biafra will come in 2023 and we have 136 days to go. Now, by the time we have succeeded in stopping Nigeria from conducting election in Biafra territory, everybody who is campaigning now, from P2B down to the lowest, will have no vote, no single vote from Biafra land. When I mean Biafra land, I mean the entire Biafra territory, which is the old eastern region. It does not matter where you are. And when that happens, it means the general election, which is to elect president of Nigeria, and P2B have continued to drag Biafra name into the mood. P2B will not be voted for in Biafra land. Tinubu will not be voted for in Biafra land. Atiku will not be voted for in Biafra land. No senator will be voted for in Biafra land. No House of Representative members will be voted for in Biafra land. No House of Assembly member will be voted for in Biafra land. No governor, in case if there is any governorship election, will be voted for in Biafra land. No chairman, local government chairman, will be voted for in Biafra land. And by the time we succeed in doing this, you will find out that we have succeeded in defeating Nigeria. And we are not only defeating Nigeria, we are also defeating the agent of the Nigeria state, those who enjoy bringing the military to Biafra land and kill us. By the time we succeed in stopping election, we have defeated Governor Omahe. By the time we succeed in stopping the election, we have defeated Governor Ugwuanyi. By the time we succeed in stopping the election, we have defeated Okezie Ekpa. By the time we succeed in stopping the election, we have defeated Governor Wike. By the time we succeed in stopping the election, defeated Okowa. By the time we succeed in stopping the election, we have defeated Hope Uzodinma. By the time we succeed in stopping the election, we have defeated Soludo. By the time we succeed in stopping the election, we have defeated all the governors from Welcome back. So, what does it mean? What does that tell you? What it means is that in 2023, we are going to use one stone to kill many birds. We are going to use one stone to kill many birds. Today, you saw the people that are demonstrating in Lekki, the remembrance of Lekki massacre. They were tear gassing them like criminals. Nigeria is a lawless country. And by lawless, we will get our freedom. Nigeria is a lawless country. And with lawlessness, we will get our freedom. I want you people to understand that a country that understands democracy, that respect their own law, the citizen will always abide by the law of that country. A country or a continent that understand that the strength of any nation lies on its law, the citizens will always respect such continent or such nation. Let's take, for example, in the Western world, where they respect their constitution, where they respect their laws, but in Africa, they don't respect the law of Africa. When the United Kingdom wanted to exit European Union, when Britain wanted to exit European Union, they started from the grassroots because the law of the United Kingdom allow people to air their opinion. In Nigeria, you are not allowed to air your opinion. Before the Brexit, Britain and the British citizens, they demonstrated in the street of London. Nobody killed them. No. So they follow what we call a democratic process, the due process to exit European Union. You do not need to exit. They do not need to vote or get their exit approval through a lawlessness approach, because the United Kingdom respect the right of the citizens and the opinions of the citizens. In Nigeria, that is not possible. And that is why, because Nigeria is a lawless country, we are going to follow them with lawlessness. The lawlessness become law. Today, when a court in Nigeria ordered for the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by norms and by right, that particular order of the court must be obeyed before going to the appeal. If court order the release, unconditional release, acquitting somebody from crime or from allegations of crimes, you have no business whatsoever to continue to detain that suspect, as you may call it. You have to first of all obey the court order and make your complaint, which is complaining to the highest court, the Supreme Court, that you are not happy with the appeal, with the decision or the verdict of the Court of Appeal. But in Nigeria itself doesn't respect its own law. And that is why we Biafra people, because we do not value and respect Nigeria again, Nigeria law is not applicable to Biafra people. By virtue of fighting to leave Nigeria, we have already decided that the law of Nigeria is not applicable to us. And that is why anybody who will come in 2023 from Nigeria state to conduct election in Biafra land, we will fight you. And let me say it again. For those who will say we are disrupting democratic process, there is nothing like democratic process in a lawless country. Nigeria democratic so-called process is never a democratic process in the first place. Those who may think that the broadcast I'm making today is a talk, is internet talk or social media talk, you will all live to tell the story. Those who think that it is business as usual, you will all live. My prayer is that God keep you alive, so you will tell the story, because I like challenges. You will live to tell the story. Either the story is against us or the story will be for us. I want you to stay alive so that you will tell the story. So those of you who are thinking that we are going to start killing politicians, we don't need to kill anybody. They will all be alive to see how we are going to defeat them. Our guns will go, we are going to use it to face those who comes with guns to kill us. I want to tell you today that some of you who will say, what are we going to do to politicians? How are we going to handle these politicians? We are already handling them, because those people that have been your nightmare, those who have subjugated you to this particular state you are today in Nigeria as a Biafran, the opportunity will never be given to them again in 2023. In 2023, they will never have the opportunity to be voted for in Biafra land. And I call on the media team of this autopilot to make a comprehensive list available, comprehensive list of the offices that people are vying for in 2023. We want to have comprehensive list of offices, positions. We want to have comprehensive list of the positions that people are vying for, that will be voted for in Nigeria in 2023, from president down to the lowest, so that we are going to have that list. And then when we have that list, we will now tell you the effect of the no election and how it will set the stage for Biafra restoration next year. By the time we stop this particular election, the people will have nobody to represent. Those particular corrupt politicians who always have kept mute, and the killing of Biafrans, they will have nothing and nobody to represent. Today we are listening to them, the one they call Ojo Zokalo. Ojo Zokalo is making a video calling on the president of Nigeria to respect court order. Ojo Zokalo is calling on the president of Nigeria to respect court order. Ojo Zokalo did not call on the president or call on anybody publicly to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first place, that he committed no crime. It is now that Ojo Zokalo is coming to call on the president to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He has no influence. He has not influenced anything. Rather, he wants Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dead. From actions, inactions, and the body language. So Ojo Zokalo, who claimed to be an APC chieftain, he have access to the president. He have access to the Senate president. He have access to Malami. He have access to everybody as Nigeria criminal and establishment and terrorist establishment is concerned. So you don't necessarily need to come and start doing video. So who are you deceiving? People who do video to air their message to the authority are those who have no access to the authority. People who have no access to the president will come and do a video so that the video can be sent to the president. People who have no access to Senate president will do a video so that it will get to the Senate president. People who don't have access to Malami will make a video so that it will get to Malami. But Ojo Zokalo have access to all of them. Ojo Zokalo go to the Aso Rock. Ojo Zokalo go to Ojo Zokalo was the parliament of the Senate president. He was campaigning for him, and he said he's going to support him with all his life. He have access to all these people. So coming on social media to make a video shows that he's an idiot. And I am telling him tonight that he should not run faster than his shadow. He shouldn't worry. He is going to get it in a water way when the time comes. He said he's going to bring a Tokuno to come and start bombarding people in Abia State. And after that, we responded, we are going to catch him. We're going to catch Ojo Zokalo, catch him alive. When this whole thing will start, we will catch him. And all of them will pay for the killing of our people. If they think that the Biafra people are so coward or cowardly, they are cowardic that we don't know what we're going to do in future. Sorry is their name. Those who have ordered the killing of our people, either indirectly or directly or by proxy, you will have Biafra people to deal with. You can't stop Biafra from coming. So Ojo coming on social media to make a video. Who is he deceiving? If I want to speak to the president of Nigeria, I make a video because I don't have access to him. But he have access to them. So who is he talking to? He want to tell the world, because he see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming. He want to now tell the world, I called for his release. Now that the court has given the order, I also join in calling for the release. No. I want to also inform the people, those who say they own the land and they are the law. Don't worry. Don't worry. You are going to hear from us. Don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You will hear from Biafrans. You know that this time around is not issue of social media. They are begging Buhari to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while Fulani have not begged Boko for the release of Boko Haram, but they are releasing them every day. Nobody has made a video to release Boko Haram. They are releasing Boko Haram every day in their hundreds. These are people who have directly carried gun and murder people, killed soldiers, killed police, killed villagers, killed people. What is the ideology? Nothing. Only to turn Nigeria into Islamic State. They released Boko Haram without court order. Yet, the people that you elect or elected keep mute, while our people are languishing in prison, different prison in Nigeria. You elect fools. Every 4 years, you elect them to go and represent you in an evil entity establishment of the British. So next year, we are going to end their reign. Those that you have elected and all they do is to tell you that they have the monopoly to kill at any time by inviting the military who are Boko Haram members to come to your villages and wipe you away. We are going to collect the power from them. I want you to understand that when we successfully stop Nigeria from conducting election, Ojo Zokalo will have no power again. His power will end in the north, if not allow him. By the time we succeed in stopping election in Biafra land, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo and all of them, the power that they have, that they used to intimidate Biafrans, will be taken away from them completely. By the time we stop the election in Biafra land, every politician who have not spoken since the killing of Biafrans, the power will be taken away from them. I am telling you the fact. Very, very easy. We will take the power away from them. I want you to understand, now you are going to know the reason why this sit at home, we have made it very clear how important it is that you sit at home to prepare your mind for what is to come. Because in this no election, sit at home is going to be one of the tools we are going to use. I want you to understand that we have actually succeeded. We have done the test for more than 1 good year. We have been able to prove to the world that the politicians in Biafra land have no control over the people. The governors cannot control the people of Biafra. That is why we sit at home every Monday, irrespective of the threat coming from them. The Biafra people will always sit at home on Monday. So we have actually test run this particular approach we're going to use next year. I want you to understand that after the no election have succeeded, the way Umahi of Ebonyi State felt when he fought sit at home is the way they are going to feel. The way Soludo lost the battle over Monday sit at home is the same way he is going to feel. The same way Hope Uzodinma lost the battle of sit at home is the same way he is going to feel. The same way all the politicians and the governors who ganged up to start killing Eastern Security Network for the past 1 year and they have not succeeded in killing them is the same way all of them are going to feel. They will feel that the power has been completely taken away from them. And after this is done, the door and the gate will be open. This time around, you are not going to fight alone. Some of them will join us to fight Nigeria. I am telling you the fact, because they cannot be in Biafra land and fight against us at the end of the day. You see Umahi, you see all the governors of the Southeast, by the time we succeed in stopping this election, they will have no choice. They are going to deploy resources to fight against Nigeria. They can't be inside Biafra land and command anybody or command any military. It will not happen. I am telling you the fact. And in all these things that will be happening from the beginning, they would like to do garagara. They would like to do garagara, that they are the commander, they command state and that, and we are going to give it to them. Woto, the first 3 weeks. Election observers, international community will be talking. I want you people to understand that the way South Africa got liberation from the apartheid regime is not the same thing we're going to do. I want to inform you that the way Sudan got disintegrated is not the same thing we are going to do. I want you to understand that the way Ambazonia started fighting their own is not the way we are going to do our own. I want you to understand that the way Eritrea, Tigray, or Ethiopia, and all of them are doing their own is not the way we are going to do our own. We are different from different culture, and Nigeria is completely a different country. The contraption of Nigeria is different from others. And we have been able to research to know the best way to disintegrate Nigeria. And let me tell you, there are many things we are not going to make public. This is just one of the plan. This one will never fail. We are going to add the A, B, C to Z. There is plan A, B, C to Z. And if care is not taken, we are going to apply all the plan at the same time. Because Nigeria don't need to have mess. We don't need to messy. We don't need to have mercy on this evil contraption called Nigeria. The country that have killed millions of Biafra people to maintain one Nigeria. But I want to assure you people today that after this generation of Biafra, after this generation, anybody that had something to do with Nigeria will know that Biafra really have men. And this generation, that our brain is very, very hot. I want to inform you today that by the time we succeed in stopping election in Biafra land, we are going to instigate the governors against Nigeria. This is a nature. It is something that you can never avoid it. By the time we stop the election, we are going to instigate them against each other. Governors will fight the government. Senators will fight the government. They have no choice because they are going to be left alone with us in Biafra land. Those who will succeed in flying away to Abuja to stay, they will enjoy it for a while. And there in Abuja, the Fulanis will deal with them. Because you know what? They're going to be saying, you are all there, and these people have come to take over Biafra, and you people are not talking. They will finish them. But we know Fulani very well. They will finish them in Abuja. Some of them may, some of them may flee outside Nigeria. For how long? You are going to be in exile. We are not in exile. We did not flee. We live here. And the reason why we live here is because of this day that we are into now. Because of today. Because God positioned us where we are today. We did not flee. We did not flee to exile. We moved where we are and where we are living today. Some of you will leave Nigeria and you will run to exile. What I'm explaining today is because of, we need to explain certain things for you people to know why we are doing what we are doing. So anybody that is kicking against this plan should not be part of your group. Anybody that is kicking against this plan should not be part of your group. Anybody that, what they tell you before is that, let us support P2B. P2B will get Biafra. That is the dumbest thing I have heard. Very dumb. Very dumb reasoning. Again, they tell you, P2B will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another dumb thing. You know why we never listen to them is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. If you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commit crime, what I'm doing, is it a crime? It's not a crime. And I don't blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because the people that joined him when he was calling for people to come and join Biafra, he didn't select them. This criminal just came because they have found opportunity to make a living. That is why today they have tried everything to instigate the government to do something against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything I have done, they say is a crime. Meanwhile, I know that I am not committing a crime. That what I'm doing is what any man can do for the freedom of his people. But the people are saying that what I'm doing is a crime. And it is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done, which I know is not a crime. And when you listen to these people, they will tell you, I want to turn IPOB to a terrorist organization. As if I am not the one that is preaching this gospel. So you think if IPOB is a terrorist organization, I am exempted? But I know my right. And that's my right. I'm going to stick on it. Like I have said before, Nigeria continues to demonstrate that Nigeria is a lawless country. And we are going to follow Nigeria lawlessness. With lawlessness, I want you to understand that today, Nigeria state tear gassed their citizens who carry Nigeria flag to demonstrate in Lagos. They were tear gassing them as if they are criminals. That is a very good example of a lawless country. Even when people are demonstrating for the Nigeria itself, they get killed, they are harassed. So we are going to follow them with lawlessness. And I stand to be corrected anyway. The same hand you treated us, or the same hand you give us, is the same hand we are going to give you back. That is why I want to cool my voice and speak to Biafrans today. Now, you have now known some of the things that we are going to achieve by just making sure that the election did not hold. Because you say that your politicians are your problem, right? You say that your politicians are your problem. It is not just about P2B. Every Nigerian have agreed, not just about Biafra people. Every Nigerian will agree with me that politicians, that they have always claimed that politicians are their problem. But now I'm not talking about Nigeria, I'm talking about Biafra. Every Biafra person have agreed that politicians are the problem of Biafra people. So the time has come for you to take away the power from them and restore Biafra. So first of all, we are going to take away that power from them and we are going to restore Biafra. Am I communicating? We are going to first of all take away power from the politicians because we are giving them the power. Politician cannot go to Aso Rock and become president without you giving him the power. A politician cannot go to National Assembly to become a senator without you voting him to power. A politician cannot become a governor. Umahi cannot become a governor without you voting him to power. Hope Uzodinma cannot become a governor without you participating in election in Imo State. And he lost the election and he has to go to court with some result and they declared him a governor. So without you participating in that election, Hope Uzodinma will not be there today. But of course, the state election is slightly different from what we are going to do now or what we are talking about. Mwachinemere, thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. So state election is completely different from what, but just example. So you need to vote politician for them to get power. And then you turn around and say, oh, politicians are your problem. Meanwhile, you are the one giving them the power to become your problem. But you know, the difference here is that we are not entering a revolution for a better Nigeria because Nigeria will never be better. Nigeria is a failed entity. So what we are doing is not for a better Nigeria because Nigeria can never be better. But what we are doing is to make sure that we liberate Biafra from Nigeria and then work on our own, work on our state, and develop our future and secure the future of our children. So we are going to, first of all, collect the power from those who never supported the development or the freedom of Biafra with their political position in Nigeria. I know that so many times when you talk about Biafra, they tell you, What is your political elite saying? What is your political leaders saying? They go behind door and become your enemy. So now it is not to be what is your political. It is now going to be what is Biafra people saying. So nobody will ask you tomorrow, what is your political leader saying? We want to correct a very big mistake starting from next year. I want you people to understand that if anybody coming to tell you that if you do not allow election to hold, they are going to appoint administrator to govern you, it's a very big lie. Where is the administration going to come from? It's a very big lie. You think that if you do not have election in Biafra land, Umahi will allow Muhammad Ali to come from north and become a governor administrator in Ebonyi state? If you think so, then you are a very dumb person. You think that if you did not allow election to hold, Soludo will allow Yarema or Sheku to be appointed as an administrator to come and govern Anambra because Biafra people decided the election will not take place? If you think so, you are you are a dumb person. If you think that Ugwanyi of Enugu State will allow Muhammad Yerima to be appointed from the north to come and govern Enugu State because Biafra people did not allow election to hold, you are lying. I just want you to see these things that we have already planned for many years. It is going to happen next year. And we are going to instigate. What I'm telling you now is an open secret. It is called open secret. The secret that you will know and you can't do anything about it. To avoid what is going to happen. So it is an open secret. I want you people to understand that the Okezi Bazo cannot allow any Muhammad to come to Abia State as an administrator appointed by Nigeria government because election did not hold. Because I have listened to all these idiotic opinions that, oh, if we do not allow election to hold, they are going to appoint this one, administrator that one, military this one, military that one. Then does it mean that we are into military administration? Let the military come. I want you people to know that there is no road in where you are going, where you say, vote P2B, let us go into one Nigeria election. There is no road. Save your energy. We can never allow you. And like I said, before the end of November, P2B will back down. You people know that, when the spirit is talking, we don't know. I don't know why. It does not matter whether it is going to be something else. I do not know. Message come. We deliver message. I told you people that before November, P2B will back down. Today, there is flood everywhere. And P2B have suspended suspended campaign. He is not the only one, running for president. P2B have suspended campaign. Now, the question is, do you know how long this flood, this crisis, and this natural disaster of flood going to last? You don't know. You don't know. So when I say P2B is going to back down before November, it can come in different form. It can also come as a result of natural disaster. It can also come as a result of the activities of Biafra people. It can come in different ways. But I told you that P2B will back down. before November. And I said, if P2B did not back down before November, it means that he is just being ashamed not to validate the word that is coming from the deep blue sea. But when it will happen, know that I said it. Know that I said it. There is nothing I have said in this struggle that have not happened. How it is going to happen, I don't know. But I told you P2B will back down. Today, he suspended his campaign. And I know that after this broadcast, even with the flood and increasing and everything, they may even take this broadcast to him and say, don't validate this guy. Let us call off the campaign. He will still go and call off the campaign to just prove that, to fight Biafra. But like I said, before November, he will back down. And October, November, we are already in almost November. You see, when I'm saying something, I don't tell you to believe me, but you are going to see it happen. I have been giving you now a countdown to Biafra. Today we are in 135 days because 36 days was yesterday. Where I am now, we are already on the 21st of October. So it is 135 days to Biafra. But you are needed. Some of you now that are running like Ukpaka na-agba n'udu mmiri. Some of you are needed. You are needed. Because you are just wasting your time, wasting your energy, endangering your life for P2B, who is a disaster. Complete disaster. Today, the United Kingdom, the political crisis, the new prime minister resigning after 6 months, the instability, everything is happening. And God will put this confusion and they will never get balance until next year, when the Nigeria tsunami, Biafra tsunami will start. This country can never be at peace until next year. And let me tell you, more crises will come. Not in just Nigeria, but in some countries that is going to take away the mind of many people from Nigeria. We're going to fight these people in a water way. But when I'm saying this, it is finance that is needed. And I know that for God to have designed what I'm saying today, the finance will come. War is not just war, but fight for freedom is not a calm case. So if you are part of those that God have blessed to be part of Biafra liberation, and you are still hiding yourself, you better come out now. Come out and support financially. Otherwise, you get a problem. Because some of you were born and God positioned you and keep you in a place where you make the money for Biafra. Some of us, when we were born, God lead us to many paths, preparing us for today. And today, we have answered the call to be part of the liberation of Biafra people. That you see me talking what I'm talking and doing what I'm doing today and doing all this magic is because God has prepared me for many years, and I have done many things, and I have gone many paths. I have been trained and nurtured by God. That is why there is nothing you can think of that I don't know. I may not know everything, but I know many. Anyhow you come, I will address you because God for this task I am doing today. No matter what you with, no matter how difficult it is, once it gets to my table, there will always be solution, and I will trash it. It is because God prepared me for this. You know, in the last fundraising, when we had the youth fundraising, Omada was asking, Simon, is there anything you don't know? If you come for village life, I'm going to tell you about village life. If you come for pastor, I'm going to tell you about church. If you come for tradition, I'm going to tell you that I'm a traditional man. So the definition of jack of all trade is Simon Ekpa. Some people say, how can he be a lawyer? How can he be a military man? How can he have served in the army? How can he, one person is this, one person is that? Because in everything that I claim to be, I have experience. In everything I have claimed to be, I have experience. And that is why some of you are so surprised. How can this small boy, one person, is this one, is that one? Yes, it shock you. But that is the fact. Everything I claim to be is what I am. Everything. From politician to activist to everything, yes. And when you begin to look, some of them say, oh, how old is he? He has been into law for 15 years. How old is he? It shocked you. Because when I was busy building my career and my life, some of you were busy. Some of these idiots, they were busy. Today, every Biafran don't know what is Abakaliki. Every Biafran Genuano don't know what is Ebonyi. But the criminals in IPOB, they are the one who know what is Abakaliki and who is from Akwa Ibom. But when I was busy building my life, some of them are serving Fulanese in Kuwait. When I was busy shaping my life the way it is today, some of them were busy nyashing some Arab people to take them to Kuwait. Today, they stay in Kuwait and they say they know they have people in Finland. Where are the people you have in Finland now? They have disappeared. I remember from the beginning, some of them were shouting, we have men. We have men in Finland. They are going to do this. And where are the men you have in Finland? They disappeared. They disappointed you. Some of them that were slandering my name. When I was busy building my life, they are busy doing stealing people's car in Finland. Some of them. Those people that they claim they have in Finland were stealing cars and motor parts of people, of their fellow Biafrans. When they park car, even a buka motor, the guy will go there and steal it. Some of you don't know, the guy will go there, steal it, ship out to Nigeria, no Finland. Your fellow Biafran will buy car, buka the car, pieces the car. only for this man that they have in Finland, according to them, will go in the night. He will buy one Bakara bus, put it somewhere very far from where they are loading the motor parts. And every night, this man will wake up, will go to that place and be stealing the motor parts of a fellow Biafran. He will be putting it in his own car, in his own bus. Every day, people will come. Tire is missing. This one is missing. And the man they have in Finland never one day go to Bukamoto. Manamoto and Ejojo every time. Before you know it, he will tell you, I am shipping one bus to Nigeria. Where did he get the motor parts he's shipping to Nigeria? That was how they now put camera. you know, story Kanko. They put camera. They come to find out that it is this man they have in Finland. Criminals. We have people in they do Biafra now. How go. We have people in Finland. We have people in Finland. Criminals. I was busy struggling to fix my life. They were busy stealing people's tire. Today, if you talk Simon Ekpa, they say, who is Simon Ekpa? Yet, they cannot enter where I enter in Finland. They say, Simon Ekpa marry Oyibo to get paper. Yet, they marry Oyibo with many children, uncountable children. And with the Oyibo, he is not working. Only to steal people's car. I do not know all the people that are saying Simon Ekpa, he marry Oyibo to get document. They marry Oyibo. But what have their own Oyibo done to them? Nothing. Why I'm saying this thing is because, sometimes you have to mention it for them to know that you know what they are doing. The people come and they set camera. The camera got the guy as he go to sneak to steal the motor parts. He parked his own Tachara condemned bus somewhere by the street end. He came and he steal and he go there he is loading the bus and he has been doing this thing for many years. They catch him. And when they come to Radio Biafra, they will be shouting, we have men in Finland. We have men in Finland. What is the men you have in Finland doing? Do you know their job in Finland? The men you have in Finland, what is their job? You don't know. Or they tell you they are doing Umbuka. They are not doing Umbuka. They are not doing motor parts. So they are not PCC motor parts. They are stealing their own fellow Biafrans motor parts. They steal it small, until the bus will full. They say, before you know it, they say, we are shipping our bus. So nobody know when they buy the motor parts. But they come on Radio Biafra, they shout, we have men in Finland. Where are the men you have in Finland today? Ndoshi. The bird of the same feather flock together. You know how they paraded themselves on social media? They want to, every day, they are having program on Simon Ekpa. Why I'm mentioning this thing is that you can never discuss this no election today and all these things I'm discussing without mentioning them. You can't. It is almost impossible. At least I have done my teaching. I have been able to tell you what we are going to achieve by making sure that Biafra did not allow Nigeria to conduct election in Biafra land. So I've done my job today. Now let me give you a little gossip. Because this gossip, if we did not tell it, I don't know whether God will forgive us. Because what we have to do is to expose every exposable. And because we have actually defeated them. So some of them are happy that we have forgotten them, that now, we have not mentioned their case also, which means they have, nobody mentioned them. And these are the people who will go to these criminals and they tell them, Simon Ekpa, we know him. Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that. Some of them, one of them, the person they have in Finland was in my house sharing food to people when I had my son's second birthday. Everybody, what I'm saying is that everybody in Finland that is watching me today knows what I'm talking about. When Adam, my son, had second birthday, the entire Finland was in my house. One of these people they claim they have in Finland, who instigated all this hatred and all this problem, was in my house serving people food. But today, he went to them and told them Simon Ekpa is nobody. And I believe they have seen how nobody handled those things. They gave him 2,000 euros to buy cloth, to buy jersey, polo for Biafra. He embezzled the money. They contributed money, they gave him the money, buy polo for Biafra. He embezzled the money. No money, no Biafra polo till today. And today, they will come out and say, we are fighting for Biafra. When they see ordinary 2,000 or Anyamuru Hoku, I am telling you people today that I can't share Bagohono. I can't share Bagohono. You know, this Biafra struggle is something that we came prepared. I am a You know, some of us have made sacrifice in different ways. Some of us have made sacrifice in different ways. But I want to assure you today that they are no longer shouting. We told them that after we finish with them, they will not go to meeting again. You see, when I'm saying something, pay attention, because everything I have said have come to pass. The only thing remaining is that Biafra will come next year. When this whole drama started, I told them, I will be your end. And by the time I finish with you, you will not go to meeting again. As I'm talking to you today, they are no longer going to meeting in Finland. But autopilot in Finland is waxing very stronger. But those criminals, those people that say they have this one in Finland, where are they today? They all disappeared. Just exactly the same way I said it. And that's why I always thank those IPOB autopilot in Finland, from Kingsley to Emeka to Clement, to all of them. These are men who stood up to fight evil. When they started, Agbanyum was saying the criminals in DOS like everything I'm doing. I should continue. I should continue. They'll come to Radio Biafra and condemn me. While Agbanyum will be telling them in the meeting, oh, we like what Ekpa is doing. Everybody in DOS, we like it. But they'll come to Radio Biafra and call me all manner of names. Some of them are in the tape. They recorded them. But the time is coming. The sanitization and the removal of the chaff from the wheat started from Finland. They stood up to fight the evil in IPOB. That is what, bring this thing you see today. The whole thing started from Finland. Today, we have defeated them completely. They collected money for Anambra election. While I was busy shouting, the thing is that while I was busy shouting, no election in Anambra, it was God intention, God plan for Anambra election to hold, using them to expose a lot of things. When I was shouting no election, because if Anambra election, if we maintain the no election in Anambra, who knows, could have been something different. So God used it to prepare the ground of today. They say Soludo is coming. Soludo is coming. Soludo is going to go and release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same stupid comment some of these idiots are making today about Obi. They say, oh, Soludo is coming. He's going to go to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is very close to the government. He was this. He is the advisor. He is that one. Stupid people. What we saw, they cannot see it. We see no election. They went behind the door. They collected money. Soludo traveled all the way to Europe to meet Chike Doziem. Some of you, if I begin to make this exposition now, a lot of things will scatter. Nancy Harbour, thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. Simon Wachineke, God is with you. Continue in the strength of the Lord. No 2023 election in Biafra land. 136 days to go to Biafra tsunami. We are ready. Thank you very much. Soludo traveled to meet Chike Doziem. He met with Chike Dozieha. Here in Europe. They thought they are fighting Simon Ekpa. It's not me you are fighting. You are fighting Biafra. They collected money. They say Anambra election, they are not against Anambra election and all that. While I was busy shouting no election in Anambra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. First of all, they say it is because of Anambra election that made them to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us have the election so they will release him. Soludo will go there and release him. Soludo became the governor of Anambra. What did he do? He declared every ESN in the bush criminal. As if that is not enough, Soludo agreement with Chike Dozieha was to disarm every Eastern Security Network. They begin to call them secretly to drop their arms. They begin to eliminate them. They begin to kill them. Those who are loyal to them, they instigated them against each other. I will not go deep into this, but Onyendu is coming out. And he will shock everybody. Some people say, if Onyendu supports Simon Ekpa, they are going to die. They are going to quit Biafra. They are going to do this and do that. Please, tell them to pack their bag and baggages. Because they will definitely quit. They were never for Biafra in the first place. Onyendu have looked for a way to even quit you people. All your involvement in Biafra has become a cause to the Biafra struggle. You are all disaster. You have not offered anything to Onyendu other than gaining. You have not offered anything to Biafra other than gaining for yourself. So Onyendu have looked for a way to chase all of you out. You are saying that you are going to leave Biafra struggle. That has been the prayer of Onyendu. Onyendu is looking for 100 men. You are not 100 men, and Onyendu is looking for 100 men. So I am informing you this evening to start packing your load, because you were never part of Biafra. You were never genuine. So some of you being part of this Biafra, it has been a disaster. Look at what Autopilot have done within 1 year, with all the sabotage, with all the urokasi, with all the fight and everything. We have been able to achieve that thing that you could not allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to achieve, with your greed, envy, and jealousy. We have been able to achieve them. They tell you, what did Simon Ekpa do? Ask them, why are they talking about Biafra today? Immediately the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they sold Biafra movement. We kept the fire burning. So if they ask you, what did Simon Ekpa do? Just tell them one thing. That Simon Ekpa and Autopilot are the one fighting for Biafra now. Are they fighting for Biafra? Tell them anytime anybody say anything about Biafra today, since the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are not talking about them. They are talking about what Simon Ekpa and IPOB, Autopilot, and Umada is doing. So when they come to social media, what has Simon Ekpa done? And they'll tell you, are they paying legal team? I will pay legal team. We told legal team, if they need money, they should come. So I'm told that many of them are doing it on pro bono. So listening to Barrister Joffo told you that the lawyers of Onyendu are doing it on pro bono. Did you not hear it? Yet, they came and tell you who is paying the lawyer. Did you not hear Barrister Joffo mentioning pro bono? Or you don't know what is pro bono? But every day, they will tell you who is paying the lawyer. You are paying lawyer. The DOS criminals are paying lawyer. But Barrister Joffo has come to give you a statement. Say that the lawyer is doing it on pro bono. Pro bono. Go and ask question, what is pro bono? So who is paying the lawyers when the lawyer are doing it on pro bono? Even if it is one lawyer that is doing it on pro bono. So what have you done? Ask these criminals. They are collecting money from Biafrans, telling them they are paying for paying lawyer, but yet lawyers are doing their job on pro bono. Pro bono is free of charge. Pro bono is free of charge. Free of charge. And they are collecting money, claiming they are paying lawyers. If they are paying other lawyers, at least. So this Irad and this E-Frog, as somebody called them the other day, your time in Biafra struggle is over. So if they ask you, what has Autopilot done? Tell them we are now the one propelling this Biafra freedom and liberation. And we are going to get Biafra next year. We are going to get Biafra next year. And if they think they can fight us, we are welcoming them to come. During the time we are going to try to implement our no election in Biafra territory. Nadi Grace, thank you very much for your super chat. I appreciate you. Hilary Beke, thank you very much for your membership. I think, and then Alena Katten. I see Alena Katten is back. Alena Katten, you're welcome back. You're welcome back. I hope everything is fine with you. You're welcome back. So sometimes we don't want to make all this comment, but sometimes it is good, for this idiot to understand where we are coming from. So I want Biafrans to cut this particular broadcast, especially to the point where we explain what no election is going to bring to Biafra struggle. I'm going to receive a call today. So, and I'm going to receive 10 calls. 10, only 10. And I want you people to be counting the numbers of call. Once it gets to 10, you let me know and I will go to sleep. Because tomorrow is another long day. All right. You're welcome to the program.
I'm just looking at you. I'm getting ready for work. You owe me and my sister something. We have our grandchildren. Our grandchildren supposed to come in for the youth donation, and the money is $255. Wow. My sister is so mad at me. So now I'm going to bring the money on the 29th and send the receipt so that you can call the names of the kids. So my sister can rest, have some comfort and sleep well.
Wow.
She watches you religiously, passionately.
Okay.
Every day.
I will do
my
that.
Secretary. She sent me information about you. I really need you because she's bombarding me with anger and everything that the names of our grandchildren was not mentioned.
I will.
And I was at work. I just called and speak with Miss Madam Azoka. But I couldn't give her all the list and everything.
Okay.
So and I'm always happy to call and speak with you briefly, if you remember. My name is Albert.
I remember.
So I'm going to this 29th. I'm going to send everything to you, so you can call the name, so my sister can be happy. Please.
All right, I will.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very much. All right, people are still making donation for youth. You know what? Let me smart, All right, you're welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello, Simon.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
From here.
Good evening.
Thank you for the expositions. Thank you for everything you have been doing. It's wonderful.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. We are with you 100%. I fight with my sisters and brothers in our family chat every day. I fight with them. I fight to hell with them. And I told them that if they validate Obi, let them not call me.
Yes.
Anytime they start suffering, by the time they will start, I go. Don't even dare call me, because you will go to Obi. Because Britain knows what they are doing. They know what they are doing.
The point. When you can only say if the validate will be, that is if the people you are talking about they are in Lagos or maybe in Abuja or other part of Nigeria, because it's a guarantee nobody in Biafra land will validate Obi. We are going to force them not to validate. So, but those in Lagos or other places ahead, that's if they are there, we can be talking about them. So,
because they are just like people that don't even know that they are in soup, fire, terrible fire, and they don't know. Everything. Look at Abdul Salam being a peacemaker. Being a peacemaker, the person that was the 1999 constitution problem, and now coming to later they will tell you, you know what? Just hold on. Let these people do this thing, and then next will be you. And then they will do to him what they did to Wike. You know. Exactly. So thank you very much. We stand on no election in Biafra land.
Exactly.
Period. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. You are the number. You are the
I'm
number
not gonna say much here because I've been away a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just calling to tell you, GCK, and then don't tell them the secret, the politicians. That's what I'm concerned. Let them die there.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Once in a while, it's good to offload. What you're doing this night is just to offload.
Yeah.
GCK,
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right. You're welcome to the program.
Hello.
Hello. Ndewo.
May God bless you.
Bless you too.
I can't thank you enough, honestly.
Ndewo.
But may Almighty God bless you for the devotion you have said against all the attack you are facing. Stay stand strong. So what I'm trying to tell you is this. You have to know that just a piece of advice, in case if Onyendu come out tomorrow and begin to sound somehow.
No. My brother, we don't. No, please. I don't want anybody to talk about Onyendu is going to do this and do that, please. Yeah. I have said that before, please. So talk another thing, please.
Okay. Like, because it's a piece of advice I want to.
Yeah, but I've just told you to.
I know you know what.
I've just told you to say something else. All right, welcome to the program.
Master Simon, good evening or good morning.
Good evening and good morning from here.
Yeah, every time I see or watch you talk,
I cannot hear you.
No. I say each time I watch you talk, I always feel something.
I still cannot hear you. I don't know what is wrong with your phone. It is making some noise,
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I say every time I watch you, I feel so happy knowing fully well that you're representing Nnamdi Kanu.
There we go.
So we commend you for your efforts, at least for clearing way for his second coming, because I know that his second coming is going to be very, very brutal.
Yes.
To the Nigerian state. One advice I'm going to give is, just like you have said that our politicians are the people that are destroying what we are doing. I was watching SDF the other day, and it surprises me that SDF, as an elder statesman that he is, still did not know the difference between the real IPOB and the fake IPOB. I don't know if you watched that video where he was interviewed recently, and he was talking about fake IPOB and the real IPOB. We're supposed to be teaching all these our elders and our politicians a lesson. Teach them the lesson they will understand before Biafra comes.
Okay. I didn't watch it anyway. Not yet.
I sent it to you.
Okay.
Yesterday or day before yesterday. If you go open that video and just listen to him.
Can you tell us?
He was in
can you tell us in brief, like what he said?
Huh?
Can you tell us in brief what he said? Just in brief.
He was saying that the fake IPOP, that the real IPOP are prescribed sit at home, and that the fake IPOP are the ones now that are just making it seem like sit at home is still existing, but it is not existing. And I was surprised that he would come out to say such things.
So what he's trying to tell you is that Biafrans are fake. Because
that's what he said.
Because Biafrans are sitting at home. So the people that are sitting at home, the entire Biafra land that are sitting at home are fake. Because that is what it means.
It's really crazy. Another thing I want to suggest is, like I've always suggested, please, everything that we are doing about the coming of Biafra, I hope is going to encompass every old Biafran state.
Of course.
Both the lower Benue and the lower Kogi.
Of course.
Thank you very much, Simon. We love you.
Thank you. He said that people sitting at home are fake. that one shock person. How can Biafra sitting at home be fake? You're welcome to the program.
Hello, greeting, Master Simon Ekpa.
Yes, greeting.
Okay, tegete.
Ndewo.
Okay, tegete.
Ndewo.
Thank you so much. God, Chukwu bless you.
Bless you too.
You're the best. You're one of the best things that happened to our generation. I'm privileged to know you as a Biafra.
I'm
humble.
Mazi,
please, may I use this platform to advise Biafra, please, okay?
Go ahead.
Those following, those obedient. Biafrans, those of you that obedient, because I did know majority of those following Obi are not Biafrans.
Yes.
I know, because I am the one that I school in Yoruba land. I know what is going on. So, and I live in Benin as well. I live in Warri. I know those areas.
Yeah.
So, majority of them are not Biafrans. There are those who are being sponsored by the enemy of Biafra. Okay, but those of you who are maybe 1% or 0.5% that are following Obi, let me advise you. If you try to not support Biafra struggle, if you know you don't have majority, support the majority.
Yes.
But you don't allow the politicians to use you to fight majority. If they use you, you will destroy yourself. They will destroy you before they will be destroyed. They will first of all destroy you. Don't ever allow them to use you to fight the majority.
Exactly.
Make sure if you want to fight majority, go fight us through referendum. Vote us out through referendum. But if you cannot do that, never you be allowed them to use you to go and fight those who are stopping election. You will be crushed. And your children. And then also, please. I'm advising you, whether you call it advice or warn you, anyone is okay.
Yes.
You see, let me tell you something. You don't know how angry I am myself.
Okay.
I know what it takes to be an Igbo man in one Nigeria. I have business. I wasn't born with silver spoon. It's not even Paco, not even plastic.
Let them come now.
I go to school, I have business. I know what is obtainable. I know what I suffered.
Let them come now.
Thank you.
We'll wait for them. Thank you. Hello. Hello. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Ndewo Wanchineke. Ndewo. Go ahead.
Thank you. Very long time I didn't call.
Yes.
I have an advice.
Okay.
Please. We are counting days. Please. My advice is, the devil you know is better than the saint that you don't know. Please be careful of these remaining days.
Yes.
I hope you understand what I mean. The okay no law. Eri about Gareth Marais no law. The dangerous carrier can is na manabata. I mean, what happened to Mazen Namde cannot happen to you. It's not everybody that is in the house that like what is being cooked in the house. Some people are living together with the family in the house. After Mama cook the food in the house, they'll still go outside to buy food. Yes. I hope you understand what I'm speaking in parallel.
I understand.
Coded language. Yes. So please, my brother, watch your back, watch your left, watch your right, watch your front even. The days ahead.
Yes, and there. Well, thank you very much. Thank you.
The days ahead. It's not.
All right. How many callers yet? How many? 7. You're welcome to the program.
Hello. I greet you.
You're welcome to the program.
I greet you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. I thank you for the good work.
Thank you very much.
Please, this my brother I just speak finish now. Try and watch your back, please.
I have heard you people should. I thank you people for the for your concern, but when you don't come to repeat what somebody have said now, say your own, say something different.
Yes, and they try and speak to our brothers in Lagos, because they are facing it now. They are the obedient. Now they are seeing the result of obedience. You have advice to them.
You have just said it all now. Which advice are we going to give them again? They instigated the thing against themselves by claiming to be Obi. So Obi is a disaster.
Yes.
Obi is a cause. So anybody that invoke the spirit that follows Obi, they should deal with it like that. So
okay.
All right. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. In everything, we stand in no election in Biafra land.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, and we continue. A lot of calls coming, a lot of calls coming, and keep trying. You're gonna get through. How many do we have now? Call number 9. Okay, so call number 9. So we have one caller to go. All right, one caller to go. One caller to go. Okay. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay, we're still trying. A lot of people are calling, and keep trying. Why is this number going off all the time? Why is this number? Keep trying. The last person. Hello. Hey. Hello.
Mazi, it's Worry Sister.
Worry Sister.
Good evening over here.
Yes, you're welcome. So you made it today. The lucky person, the last person.
It's Worry Sister.
Worry Sister, welcome to the program.
God bless you, sir. You know, I always say, God bless the day that your mother conceived you. God bless the day that you were born. There is a parable in our place. They say a child that God back on his back, nobody can break that child down. That is a parable. That a child that a God has already put on his back, nobody can bring that child down from God's back. So nobody on this planet, nobody. They can plan, but it will scatter. He said they will surely gather. But what did he say? He said they will scatter.
He said,
you understand? We have already scattered them with wuto. So just like they said, they are panicking. It's not only your, please, this Biafra, this people should not be taking it only Igbo. It's everywhere.
Of course,
By the time
of course.
this thing will start, I bet 1,000,001 people will come. They are scared of coming out right now. They are scared. The one that you revealed is this his name the other day here. He knows. They are everybody. Why is he buying worship? Why is he buying worship? What is he going to do with it if he's supporting the people I need them?
Yes.
And after that, he knows what he's doing. You wait and see. He will come and join you people. He will come and join us. Please, I'm still telling you about this radio. I keep on asking my people. They say they can't see that radio in Warri.
And worry, yes, of course, the worry is coming. So
It's not there yet. So please make it for us, sir. God bless you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you so much.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you very much.
I love you. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. The people say this is the 9th caller. So let us take one more. They say it's the 9th caller, and we take one more. Hello.
Hello, Simon.
Yes, welcome to the program. You're gonna be the last caller.
Yeah. Hi, it's so nice to talk to you. Thanks for taking my call. I have a woman Biafra here. They are so happy to talk to you. Onyedika, come and talk to Simon.
Wow.
Ekpa.
Wow.
Okay, so let me go ahead and say what I want to say.
All right.
I want to thank you for all you are doing. You are our only hope as it stands now, like the Joshua in the Bible. You see, every day I listen to you because you're just like, you give me hope. And I know there are lots of people like me. Those of us abroad is as though we are, the Biafra is more important to us because Nigeria is putting a burden upon us. We are in abroad and we are carrying the burden of every other person. If our place is good, then we can enjoy. We won't have to work overtime just to get extra to send home. So that is why I am really counting on you. You see, every day I check on you. Has Simon come online? Because I need hope. Personally, I have the burden of my whole family on my little head. Because my siblings are victims of Nigeria. They are all graduates, 4 of them, no job. Since 13 years, 12 years, 10 years, no job. My mom retired since 2018, no kobo, no kobo. So everything is on my head. I'm not resting. And so that is why I pray for Biafra to come. And so we are hoping, personally, I am counting on you. I am believing in you that when you said no election in Biafra land, you're going to uphold it. You're going to be a hueme. You know, just like the bandits, when they make a threat, for instance, if they come up and say there will be no campaign in Kaduna State or even in Imo State, people will stay in their houses. They won't come out. You know why? Because they know they know what will happen to them. So now I want you to be, if you have extra powers that you can use, come on, the time is here. Put it to use. We need Biafra more than ever. And you see this judgment that happened, it is the hand of God. It came to everyone as a surprise. This Mazim Nandikano's a judgment. Let me say this in Igbo. Ndị enye na anyị ụkwụ mgba, anyị ga-ewerekwa ụkwụ mgba ahụ ha nyere anyị. Ọ bụrụ na ndị DOS ya sị na ha they have not done anything wrong. Now enyela anyị ụkwụ mgba ebe anyị ga-eji jide ha seriously. Ihe anyị ga-eji jide ha, and the whole world will support us that yes, may we any other reason. For this singular reason, we must get Biafra. Are we going to capitalize on it, or are we going to let it go? Now, one other thing I want to point out. You see, during that Martin Nandekano's court judgment, you see, Nigerian media, these media houses in there, they are very good in discussing other countries. Have you seen them discuss Russia and Ukraine? Then you will know that their brain is working, that they know how to ask questions. But when it comes to things that are happening in Nigeria, abnormalities that they should talk about, they keep quiet. Now,
very sad.
101 Boko Haram boys were released in exchange for 27 or 29 train passengers remaining. And the media, people are not outraged. What is wrong with us? The media is not talking about it. Nobody is talking. Everybody is quiet, like nothing happened. And the Biafran agitators are languishing in all the jails in Nigeria, and they have not been released. You know, you mentioned it this evening, and I was like, oh, thank God Simon noticed, thank God Simon has spoken this. But I think you need to give it more voice, give it more volume. It deserves a whole program so that the world will know that these people are releasing non-terrorists and are keeping and killing innocent agitators. So, Simon, I could go on and on, but I want to thank you. We are counting on you seriously, because whatever you have to do, do it. We have a strong reason to deal with Nigeria once and let everybody be free from this cage. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, we're going to leave here. Thank you very much for being part of this program. Please cut this video and make those analyses and explanation and clarification on what we are going to gain from no election. Let it go viral and let every Biafran know why he or she must support the no election in Biafra territory come 2023. May God bless Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless on the Igbo. May God bless our Eastern Security Network. May God bless Womada and their husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless all of you supporters. May God bless you viewers that are always watching to get something that you're going to share with your friends and families and those who needed to hear this gospel of liberation. God bless all of you. And remember that on the 29th of this month, we are going to have the mega ESN mega fundraising on the 29th of this month, 29th of October. Write it down. 29th of October should be the last Saturday. The 29th of October is going to be mega fundraising for Eastern Security Network. Thank you very much from here, from me. May God bless you. Good night.
I thank Simon Ekpa for actually bringing it up. I think Simon Ekpa does this very brilliant view analysis, which I think is a new genre, so to speak, in this propagation. I think he's doing a very good job, and may he continue and let the demon not go into him. He should remain focused, applied, and disciplined. You know, our problem is lack of application and discipline. Once you're disciplined and you apply yourself dutifully and diligently, the end result is always assured. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. I thank Simon Ekpa for actually bringing it up. I think Simon Ekpa does this very brilliant video analysis, which I think is a new genre, so to speak, in this propagation. I think he's doing a very good job, and may he continue and let the demon not go into him. He should remain focused, applied, and disciplined. You know, our problem is lack of application and discipline. Once you're disciplined and you apply yourself dutifully and diligently, the end result is always assured, is victory. I thank Simon Ekpa for actually bringing it up. I think Simon Ekpa does this very brilliant video analysis, which I think is a new genre, so to speak, in this propagation. I think he's doing a very good job, and may he continue and let the demon not go into him. He should remain focused, applied, and disciplined. You know, our problem is lack of application and discipline. Once you're disciplined and you apply yourself dutifully and diligently, the end result is always assured, is victory. I thank Simon Ekpa for actually bringing it up. I think Simon Ekpa does this very brilliant video analysis, which I think is a new genre, so to speak, in this